but we also must respect the rights of Latinos to have political representation, to speak for our community, to be advocates for our community, and to bring change for our community. And that is Carlos Quintanilla. Thank you. God bless you.
Any questions for Carlos? On the back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Carlos, a quick question. So as I've worked in organizing the community and everything, I found the hardest thing to do is to get other people my age.
Yes.
I go to a room, I'm usually the youngest person there that's over the age of 18. What do we do to get more people involved, people like me, people like others, other people in their 20s, you know, more involved in politics and not in this apathetic attitude of it doesn't matter, why should I care anyway?
We need more people like you, and we need more people like Tim. We need more people like Mikey Valdez, who take the initiative to run for political offices, who understand the importance of office, who have a track record of involvement and say, I'm changing something, I'm running. I need you to come be part of that change. Your involvement, your political participation is very important. It determines educational monies, it includes jobs, it includes infrastructure, it includes everything that affects you. And we have to start beginning to tell our young people that politics affects their everyday life. It's going to affect their future, it's going to affect their children's future, and so we have to really motivate young people. We have to be savvy in the internet. I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they said, Dad, you need to get on Instagram. You need to get, on Snapchat. You need to be more technological. You need to get a phone that, can, and so we have to meet the technology of today. We need to be proactive. We need to go out and reach the young people. We need to motivate them. We need to have strong family values and tell our children that, when we get old, they're going to be the ones who take care of us. If you look at the Latino population in the schools, most of them are 80, 90%. So if our children do not graduate from college, if they're not graduating from high school, imagine the catastrophic situation that we're going to be in. So we need to make our children a priority. We need to make sure that they go to college, that they're successful, because they are going to be the ones who take care of us. They're going to be the doctors and the engineers and the medicals and the lawyers and the doctors that will take care of us. So we have to invest a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of resources in our children. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, a couple of announcements. Let's give a big hand to all the women who are with the with the Gotham Presbyterian Church. They're the ones that got up this morning and cooked our chorizo and menudo. Muchísimas gracias. Thank y'all. Also, the United Hispanic Council, and I got a candidate here who's not speaking, but maybe next month. We got Brooke Allen, candidate for the 384th Judicial District Court.
Good morning, I'm Mother Earth Road, and you can follow myself on their website.
Okay. All right, our next candidate is Joe Drago. He is a candidate for the 348th Judicial District. He is born here in Fort Worth, went to St. Andrews Catholic School and Nolan High School. He has a BBA in marketing from the University of Texas at Austin. He has his JD from Baylor University School of Law. He currently works for Brackett and Ellis, PC, since 1993. He has 2 children, and he is running for the 348th District Court here in Tarrant County. Come on up here. Good morning, everyone.
First thing I would like to do, is that too loud? Okay. First thing I would like to do is thank Domingo Garcia, Sal Espino Jr., United Hispanic Council, and the LULAC Council 102, as well as the ladies in the kitchen as well for this wonderful event. I'm glad to see so many people out here and taking an interest in, not only in your political races, but also taking an interest in other areas of Tarrant County, which includes the courthouse. As Mr. Garcia said, I am running for the 348th Judicial District Court as a Democrat in Tarrant County. One of the things that I think is also great about this forum, and I'm glad Brooke Allen is here, who was one of the Republican candidates. I think there's 3 of y'all on the Republican side. One of the things that's great, especially when you're in the legal profession, we may be on different sides, party aisles and everything, but there's one thing that Brooke Allen and I have in common, and there may be others, is that we're lawyers. And our first allegiance is to the law, and the law as it currently stands. I've been around the law a lot in my life, mostly criminal law. I don't do criminal law, I do civil law. So there are a lot of things that I've learned and I've picked up, especially growing up here in Fort Worth. As Mr. Garcia said, I was born and raised in Wedgwood, not too far from downtown here. Went to St. Andrews Catholic High School, St. Andrews Catholic School, Nolan Catholic High School, the University of Texas, and Baylor School of Law. A little bit about just personal background of me. I've been a lawyer at Brackett and Ellis for 22 years, where I've handled all types of cases, both trial, mediations. Basically, I do everything except criminal law, family law, and probate law, which, coincidentally, is what civil courts in Tarrant County actually do. They handle everything but most everything but those 3 things. I have 2 daughters. I have a 21-year-old daughter who's about to graduate in May from Cornell University with a degree in biomedical engineering. And I have a younger daughter who's 16, is a sophomore at Pascal, and I'm very, very, very proud of. One of the things kind of about me that and this is a little bit difficult for me, because as a lawyer, we're used to talking, okay? And sometimes as a lawyer, people look at us and they want us to actually be quiet sometimes. But what I'm actually used to doing is talking about other people, talking about my clients, talking about the law. Very seldom do I get to talk about myself, so this is a little bit different experience for me. I am one of the things I'm most proud of is that I am my lineage is actually from immigrants. My father's family was born both my grandfather was born in Salaparuta, Sicily, and my grandmother was born in Cefalù, Sicily. They came over at a very young age and settled in Port Arthur, Texas. And in 1934, my grandparents established a hardware store. And believe it or not, that hardware store is still in existence today. And it's based on hardworking people like them who came over to this country to make an impact on their community and serve the people of their community, work hard, do what the law says, and achieve success. Any business, I think, that is over 80 years old is a testament to their work skill, to their work ethic, and their skill. The 348th District Court, as I said, is a civil court, and it encompasses all of Tarrant County. As Brooke well knows, Tarrant County is a large place. Anybody in Tarrant County can vote in this election for this court. There are 1.9 million people, at least as of the last census in 2014, in Tarrant County. It covers 900 square miles. So it is a large place. Tarrant County has a large and diverse group of people. There are many, as we all well know, there are many different ethnicities, religions, people with different party affiliations, etc., who are all citizens of Tarrant County. And one of the main things that I believe that a judge should do is their first responsibility, I believe, is to the law and to the application of that law to all citizens of Tarrant County. Not just a select group of citizens, not just, whether it's rich versus poor, Catholic versus Baptist, Hispanic versus white. Everyone who comes before the court should be treated the same. Lady Justice is blind for a reason, and that is because it's the law, which is passed by legislators and potential legislators that are in this room, that sets the agenda for what the courts must do. However, there also comes a time that sometimes a judge is faced with a question that the Texas state legislature hasn't decided. The Texas Constitution, in which we have 490-something amendments, doesn't speak on. The United States Constitution doesn't speak on. And there is no federal law. As a judge, you're going to get those questions that come up in your cases, and what you do is you rely on the existing law and the existing cases that are out there. But ultimately, you have to make a decision on a specific fact situation where no decision has ever been made. You do that, and you do that to the best of your ability based on your training and your experience. I don't think that's actually making law. What that is making a decision. Because one of the things you can't do as a judge is not make a decision. That's why you're there, is to make a decision. Now, 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, there's going to be a law there that says this is what you do. And if there's a law in the state of Texas or a federal law that says to do something, that's my first allegiance. What I would do is look at all the facts of all the cases, determine A, is there a law? If there is, does it apply? And 3, apply that law fairly across the board. And then if the answer to that question is no, there isn't a law, then that's when judicial judgment comes in and you have to make a decision as to what the outcome of that should be. The people that make the law, then in Austin can decide whether or not there should be a law on this issue or there shouldn't be a law on this issue. So, once a judge makes that decision in a trial court, it goes up to the Court of Appeals. Now, the Court of Appeals, my ruling really isn't law. It's not law until the Court of Appeals in Tarrant County, several counties, but the Second District Court of Appeals affirms my ruling or overturns my ruling, if I were to be a judge. And then if that, after that, then it goes to the Texas Supreme Court. Texas Supreme Court makes the final decision. And that final decision comes down. We now have a law. We now follow the law. And then if people don't like the law, then they can petition their